The main attraction at Goblin Valley State Park is the Valley of the Goblins. This is where you can find thousands of clusters of hoodoos or goblin formations, and these goblin formations are what Goblin Valley is known for. Another interesting feature about this park is that you can fly a drone here. You do need to get a permit and you can only fly over Valley 1, but it is an amazing experience. Valley of the Goblins is split into 3 different valleys. Valley 1 and 2 are right next to each other, but Valley 3 does take a little bit more work to get to. One of the neat things about this adventure is that you don't need to go to all 3 valleys to fully experience it. As much as we recommend seeing as much of the 3 valleys as you can, if you have mobility issues or if you're visiting during periods of bad weather, you can get away with just seeing Valley 1. The hard part for us when it comes to visiting spots like this is that even though we know it's just going to be more hoodoos around the corner, V and I want to see everything. Please note that even though there is a trail on all trails for Valley of the Goblins, this is not your standard hike. The Valley of the Goblins is mostly undeveloped land with no maintained trails. It's important to bring a personal tracking device such as the Garmin InReach, and you also need to know how to navigate the backcountry. Another thing that is very important here is to not climb on the fragile hoodoos, and also please do not step on any cryptobiotic soil or plants. You can make this trail as long or short as you want, and we ended up doing about 5.1 miles this day with 167 feet of elevation gain. We are now leaving Valley 1 behind and heading over towards Valley 2. It can be pretty tricky differentiating where Valley 1 ends and Valley 2 begins. You will only really know when you see the sign for Valley 2. If you want a landmark to make sure that you are going in the right direction, you can always head towards the small hill with a gray top on it. This should be pretty easy to spot because everything else out here has a reddish tint to it. This is one of those spots that we had seen about 1 million times on social media, and we were so happy to see that it lived up to our expectations. We knew it was going to be beautiful, but we had no idea how massive the hoodoo area was going to be. Something that's pretty crazy to think about when you're looking at these hoodoos is that you are pretty much staring at a time machine. The sandstone that makes the goblins dates back to the Jurassic period, which means that it can be about 165 million years old. Water and wind has slowly eroded softer rock, leaving the harder caps on the top to create the mushroom shapes that you see today. Even though Goblin Valley covers an area of about 15.5 miles, the main hoodoo area only covers an area of about 3 square miles. Even though that may not sound all that impressive, this is one of the densest hoodoo fields in the entire world. Not only have dinosaurs roamed these valleys, but Hollywood has as well. According to my research, several movies and TV shows have filmed out here, including Galaxy Quests, City Slickers 2, and The Tree of Life. We are now officially in Valley 2, as you can see by this small sign that would be pretty easy to miss. At least to us, it seemed like the hoodoos in Valley 2 are not only taller, but a lot more dense. If you like exploring as much as we do, you could spend practically an entire day in Valley 2 navigating all the hallways and corridors. We were kind of bummed that we were only spending one day at the park on this trip. There's definitely enough to do here to warrant spending at least a couple of days in the park, and one of those things is nighttime photography. This is a dark sky park, and I can only imagine how cool it would be to get shots of the hoodoos with the Milky Way. As we made our way around, I spotted some really interesting formations that reminded us of another state park that we had visited, and that is Cathedral Gorge. We have now reached what appears to be the southern edge of Valley 2. As I mentioned earlier, Valley 2 and Valley 3 are a little ways apart. While I'm sure you can snake your way through the backcountry to get to Valley 3, there is a much more commonly taken route. To get to it, we will be once again passing by the Valley 2 sign and making our way to the southwestern corner of Valley 2. Eventually, you will see another small metal sign, and this is where you will begin your hike to Valley 3. Please note that this hike is about 1.8 miles each way, and it's almost completely exposed to the sun. While this portion of the hike is fairly easy, if you are doing this during the warmer months, you need to bring an absolute ton of water. We are heading pretty far out into the backcountry, and a lot of people just stick with Valley 1 and 2. So if you get dehydrated way out in the backcountry, it's not guaranteed that someone's going to be coming along to help you. Now that we have all the scary parts about the walk over to Valley 3 out of the way, I will say that this part of the trail is absolutely gorgeous. There were several parts where I thought that we had arrived, but it turned out it was just more beautiful, pristine parts of the park. You will be coming to two different junctions on the way to Valley 3. The first one, after you see that little sign, you'll be making your way through these rocks. After you pass the rocks, you need to go left. One of the hard parts about walking in the wash is how sandy it can get at times. This takes a very easy trail and makes it feel a whole lot longer. Finally, we arrived at the second junction, which is marked by another metal sign, which you can see right here. Going left here will take you to Valley 3, and going straight will take you all the way out to the park boundary. Please note that we did not end up hiking all the way to the very end of the trail. While we were definitely in Valley 3, the trail went on a little bit longer. As much as we would have liked to have done the entire trail, we were still planning on hiking to the Goblins' lair. That is a really neat hike that you don't want to miss, and we'll have that video for you next week. The hoodoos in Valley 3 are even bigger than the ones in Valley 2. Some of these look like they're even trying to rival the hoodoos that you can find on the Queen's Garden to Navajo Loop Trail in Bryce Canyon. One of the beautiful things about Valley 3 is that there is a pretty good chance that you're going to have it all to yourself. I ended up climbing up to a ridgeline for a more panoramic view, and there was not a person in sight. After one more view from the top, it was time to head back. Unless you want to do some serious exploring, you'll be hiking back the same way that you came in. In our opinion, Goblin Valley is an underrated park. There is so much beauty here, and you definitely need to see it. If you would like to see more videos of underrated and amazing parks, you should check out our videos about Chiricahua National Monument. You really need to keep your eyes peeled on the way back for those two junctions. I think that they are almost just a little bit harder to spot going this direction, especially this one because it almost seems like the rocks form a wall and make you want to go around the bend. But besides that, it should be smooth sailing and a gorgeous hike back towards the car. After you get out of the wash, if you're looking for the easiest and fastest way to get back to the car, you'll want to stick to the left side of the valley. You will still have to go in and out of some other washes along the way, but this is pretty much the most direct route back to the car. We are always on the lookout for new and unique places to visit on our road trips, and we want to hear from you. If you have a park, hike, or experience that you think we need to check out, please let us know in the comments below. After one more wash, we could see Butternut the Adventure Jeep off on the horizon, and it was time to refill our water and get over to the Goblin's lair. Be sure to stay tuned for that video next week because that hike is really neat. And that is going to do it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, maybe even hit that new hype button. If you have ideas for future videos, let us know. And for all the information about the Valley of the Goblins, as well as other awesome Utah adventures, head on over to livethatadventure.com.